Hi Scorpios, how are you guys doing today? This is going to be your reading for January, mid-January. So this reading is just really about whatever comes out. I'm using an oracle deck, and I wanted to do that just because we're still in the beginning of the year. Of course, we're in January, but I felt like this would be something good to kind of see if we can dive a little bit deeper into things that we could work on, or if we are working on it, what's kind of happening with our lives, or our life paths, things of that nature. Again, if this does resonate with you, great. If it doesn't, definitely leave it for someone else, of course, okay? I've already chosen 4 cards. 2 of the cards I actually had for Virgo's reading, which was crazy after shuffling for a very long time. But hey, maybe this is a message that you needed to have. So for the 4 cards that I got would be Truth, Aura, Alchemy, which is Choices, Intergalactic Mystery, Confirmation, and Divine Feminine, the Void. This is such a beautiful deck. It's a cannabis deck. And I've kind of already went over each card already, so I kind of got the feel of what the message is. So from what I understand, the message is for you is that you're coming into a place where you've done the work already, and you've done the healing, you've done the building up, and I mean confident wise and within yourself. And you've taken a long, hard look in the mirror. For some people are still working on that. And I feel like that's where the Choices for Alchemy comes in at, which is the second card that you received. And I feel like that is for, I'm talking to 2 different type of people. So there's 2 different messages, I'd say. Okay, one is for, let me go with the first message. One is for the people that's done the work already. You guys have already passed. You guys have gone through a lot of spiritual warfare, and you guys have also gone through a lot of spiritual testing. And whether it's through relationships, whether it's through work relationships, whether it's through personal, just growth and things that you were like, hey, I couldn't do, and you did it anyway. I'm so happy for you, because now you're going on a path where people are seeing the healing, people are feeling the healing, people are seeing you take yourself more serious, people are seeing that the loving side of you, people are seeing the true side of you, which is your first card, which is Truth and Aura. When you have a different type of aura in the beginning, and your aura is like a little bit more traumatic, and you're not really healed, and you're not really looking your best, and you don't feel your best, and all of that, people can sense that. People can sense a lot of it. They can feel your energy is heavy. But when you've taken that weight off of you, and you've taken that hard look in the mirror, and you've done the work, it's truly like a weight lifted off your shoulders. It's truly the feeling is just crazy, which is why I feel like you've passed a lot of tests when it comes to that, which is where the intergalactic mystery, the confirmation, is just confirming like, yeah, I did the work. What's next? And this is what's next. What's next is having that the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Again, this is for whoever it relates to. It's not just to one type of gender. But yeah, it's really just stating that now you're in that. Now you can sit in it, and you can be proud at the end of the day, because this is a win. This is not something that, we have to be able to take the small wins along with the big wins, because sometimes the small wins are actually the bigger ones. We just look at it as a small win, but it's actually such an amazing feeling, and it's such an amazing thing at the end of the day. Now that you've gotten across that other, I wouldn't even say across. It's almost like you've gotten past the finish line with this, your healing journey, your forgiving journey, you letting go journey. You've gotten everything that you've needed, and now that you've let go all of that baggage, now you can see things more clearly. Now you can really start progressing and doing the things that you want to do, because you don't have nothing holding you back at this point. Now, the second story is staying in your truth. Yes, But when you have choices and you're not really making them, you're kind of holding yourself back. And that's the second group of Scorpios that I'm talking about at this point. And that's where the second card comes in when I was talking about alchemy, where it says that you have choices. Yes, you have choices to be a better person. Yes, you have choices to really walk within your truth and really be who you are supposed to be at the end of the day. And if you're choosing not to do that every day, of course, it's not going to be good. It's not going to come out the way you want it. Your life is not going to be the way you want it to be because you haven't healed the parts that you need to heal and really give yourself grace for the life that you may have accepted previously or what you're accepting now. And I understand that sometimes it takes a lot to take that next step or take that next jump, but I promise you it's worth it on it. I promise you it's worth it on the other side. You just have to know that you are truly worth it, and you are worth it. You are worth it. I promise you. And I know sometimes it's hard. It's easier said than done. But take little steps every day, whatever it is, whether you're, journaling or whether you have to talk to someone and you need therapy, start it up because at the end of the day, this is for your health. At the end of the day, this is for you to become the best you could be. And why not do that this year? Why not take the time out to really become the person that you were meant to be at the end of the day? Why have all the baggage on you when you already have so much other stuff going on in your life? So that's what I say about this reading. It's an excellent, excellent reading. But for the ones that have done the work, congratulations. For the ones that are kind of on the defense and still trying to make the choice of whether they feel like it's worth it or not, or they don't want to have to go through all that and actually fight maybe some demons or maybe fight the things that are holding them back and having to go through that pain of healing. Healing is such a monster, but I promise you, you can win. You can fight it. And I know that it takes time. It's not a 1 day thing. It's not a 1 year thing. It's not a 1 month thing. But the thing is to at least try is what I'm saying to you, because there's so much that people feel when they're around you. The energy that you hold on to is so heavy sometimes because they feel like, sometimes you may feel like you're a burden because people don't want to deal with you. And that's because they can feel all of what you're holding on to. But I promise you, once you release one by one and you start working on the things slowly, you'll start to feel more lighter. And the ones that feel more lighter truly understand what I'm saying to them. And they get it because, again, I've gone through similar situations where I didn't want to work out. I didn't want to, eat right. I didn't want to, find a better job just because I was, I felt like I was okay with where I was. But then I thought about it and I was like, I'm tired of working for people. I'm tired of the way that I feel. I can't sleep. I feel heavier. My body feels heavier. And as I started to incorporate ways that I could exercise and I could, eat better and just, do more portion control and find things that I like to do, like Pilates or yoga, then that's when I felt lighter. I felt like, yeah, this is something that I can do. And that's what I'm saying also. So it doesn't always have to deal with health. It doesn't always have to do with work or money, but it could also be dropping a relationship that no longer serves a purpose in your life. Or it could be a situation of trying to figure out, like I said, I didn't want to work at this place anymore, but I end up starting a YouTube channel so I can have my own thing this year, So that's my take on it. I feel like if you want to do something, do it. Do it. Just do it. Just do it. That's all I can say is just do it, because you never know what the other side could bring. Yes, it's going to be hard work, but look at all the hard work that you've been doing so far. Look at where you are right now. So even though it may not be the biggest win, the first step, applaud yourself, because that was the hardest thing. And once you get to that first step, then you get to that second step, then you get to that third step, then you start to feel good. Then you're just like, oh yeah, this is me. This is it. And that's when you're going to start seeing what I'm saying as far as how the other people are on the other end and how they're like, okay, you know what? Yeah, this is good. I like this feeling. I like that my energy seems a lot more lighter and I'm not holding on to so much baggage. At the end of the day, it's not necessarily that we want to hold on to it. It's more so that we don't know how to release it. And meditation and also journaling are two great things. Not only that, but also getting therapy If you have friends and family to talk to, of course, and if you don't want to tell people your personal business and stuff like that, therapy is also a good thing too. And if you don't want to go to therapy and you feel like you don't have the resources or the finances to do that right now, journal. Go and get a journal. It doesn't have to be no perfect journal, but just write down the notes. And if it's to someone and you feel like you need to journal about someone in particular, write them a letter and then burn that letter. Once you're writing it, read it to yourself. Feel those feelings and then burn it. It's not a seance. It's not voodoo. It's just you just releasing that from your energy because you've already said it. Now let it go. There's nothing else that you need to say. And when you do write that letter or you do write it in the journal, make sure that you put down everything that you want to say to this person. And I guess sometimes we may forget things. But if you feel like you need to do that too, write another one and put that in there. It doesn't have to be the same thing. Just write whatever else you missed that you feel like you missed in the first one. Say it to yourself and release it. Anytime that you feel like you need to do it, say it to yourself, read it out loud, and release it. So you don't no longer hold that in. And that's where you start your healing. Okay. I really hope that this helps you guys for mid-January, Scorpio. I know that you guys can do it. And for the ones, again, that has gotten past it and on the right track, and you're stepping into your masculinity and you're stepping into your femininity, congratulations, because you truly deserve it. You really do. And I pray that things do work out for you in whatever pathway that you choose to go about. I know you're going to be successful. I know that you are going to make it. And I know that great things are headed your way. All right, Scorpio, that is my reading for you today for that. If you like my reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay? And I hope to see you soon. Have a great one. Thank you. Peace.